Welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. How long has it been since I did a Dragon Age video? Too long! Definitely too long, considering this is supposed to be like a Dragon Age channel or something. So, I have very recently, passed the 200 subscriber mark. Oh yeah, 200! I'm getting in the big leagues now. So yeah, I think I'm going to try and do a special for every 100. For every 100 milestone until we get to 1,000, if we get to 1,000. I'm not saying we're going to get to 1,000. I'm not aiming for 1,000. I'm not bothered about getting to 1,000, but if we get to 1,000, I'll do 100 subscriber special for each one. So the 100 subscriber special was a challenge video where I tried and succeeded, I shall have you know, to do the Battle of Red Cliff without anybody dying. So I thought we're going to stick with that theme and we're going to do another Dragon Age challenge video. So today, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are going to try to defeat Flemeth solo, i.e. just with my warden, not with any of my companions at all. And I'm not convinced that I'm going to be able to do this one, I'll be honest. So I've jumped into Constance's playthrough. We're very near the end of the game. I'm at level 19, and I'm like halfway to level 20. I think pretty much the only thing we've got left to do is, all the Denerim stuff. So this is like before we go to Denerim and do the Landsmeet and everything like that. And when I was doing my Constance playthrough, I deliberately left Flemeth to very near the end because I had it in my head that we would maybe do something along these lines. Now, it's been a wee while since I actually did this playthrough, so I can't actually remember anything, what abilities I had or what skills I had or anything like that. I know that Constance is a blood mage, obviously. Yes, so we were limited to the primal and the entropy trees in order to get the achievements, which is why she has a lot in entropy and a few in primal and absolutely nothing in anything else, which does mean I've just realised that of course she can't heal. And I think she does rely quite heavily upon Win in most circumstances to keep her and everybody else alive. Keeping Constance alive isn't usually that much of a problem, but that's because it's everybody else who is usually getting attacked. However, I will say that I do have a constitution of 26. 12 base plus 14 from all of the constitution boosting items that I am wearing. I do have quite a lot of health potions and a decent amount of magic potions, lyrium potions, whatever you want to call them. I'm currently outfitted with the oak branch, which is +1 magic, +2 to constitution and +10% nature damage. I am pretty sure I had a much better one than that by the end of the game. I think I went and bought one from somewhere. But you know what, we'll stick with that for now. I've got the Cinderfell gauntlets, which is plus fire damage, which is rubbish because I don't actually have any flipping fire spells. Does anybody else have anything better on them? Well, Wynne has the Ashen Gloves, which is plus 20% cold damage, which is slightly better. I suppose I really should go around all the shops and outfit myself better, but can't really be bothered. You can tell that I'm massively prepared for this, can't you? I've got the Reaper's Vestment, which is very good. That's +6 constitution, 20% fire resistance, 16% spell resistance, 10% dodge attacks, and 12 armour. Imperial Weavers is chance to dodge attacks, which won't be very useful. Cord of Shattered Dreams, Willpower and Mental Resistance, Warden's Oath, obviously, +2 Constitution. Key to the City, +2 to all attributes, +4% spell resistance and +10% healing effect. You get that from Orzammar, that's a very, very good thing to get. And Ring of Study is +1 magic. Okay, do I really have nothing else better? I'll tell you what, we could have a quick peek at what Bodan's got, see if he's got anything immediately better. Yeah, not really. I don't really know what kind of attacks Flemeth does. Now I'm thinking about it. I should probably have looked that up, shouldn't I? I mean, she's a dragon, so I'm going to assume she does fire damage, but not necessarily. Hang on a minute. Fire. Yeah. Okay, so, I can buy a greater warmth bomb that'll protect me from fire a little bit. Do I have any more of those? Because it's the kind of thing I tend to sell because I never think to use it. Yeah, I don't have any of them. So I've got one greater warmth bomb. I think I might actually go around the shops and see if I can outfit myself a bit better for this fight. Okay, so first stop is Circle Tower. We have one lesser warmth bomb. I wonder if I can craft warmth bombs, actually. There's the thing, because they're just not something that I ever think to use. But I'm going to need all the help I can flip and get, aren't I? Right. Staff of the Magister Lord. I think that's the staff that I had. Now, it is 128. Which is almost all of my gold, which is fine, because obviously I'm not now going to then go on and play the rest of the game, because I've already completed this game. This is just a save that I've jumped back into. But if I come across anything else that I really want to buy to help me, I might not have enough money. But this is like +6 willpower, +2 mana regeneration, +6 spell power, +10% fire damage, which actually isn't very useful because she's going to be resistant to fire. And I don't have any fire spells. +10% spirit damage. It does do more damage though, and it's got 40 armor penetration, man. I mean, do dragons have armor? I don't know. You know what? This is the thing that I'm not good at in games like this. You watch, or I watch other YouTubers who play like RPGs and stuff like that, and they're good on the numbers, and they know about all of the stuff like, oh well, if it's got this much armor penetration, then it'll do this against this particular guy. And I'm just like, my brain just does not work like that. I just kind of look at and think, you know, oh, it's 128 gold, it must be good. It's got a lot of things on it, it must be good. Do you know what I mean? Yes, I'm gonna get it anyway because it is a good stuff. What else have we got? Spirit damage, nature damage, none of them are particularly interesting. Okay, so if we head to Denerim next, I think. Right, Wonders of Thedas. We have 2 Greater Warmth Bombs, which I will have, thank you very much. And no, I don't need the Greater Elixir of... Actually, what does that do? Elixir of Grounding increases the user's resistance to electricity damage. No, I don't need that. I don't think she's going to be using electricity damage against me. I'll take some lesser warmth bombs. Dear me, I can't even talk. Oh, I wish I could afford the Ring of Ages. That would be really good, actually. Just for the 20% fire damage more than anything, but there's nothing else on here. Right, I was going to check if I could craft warmth bombs. Do I have the recipe? I do not have the recipe. Where the hell would you buy the recipe for that? Ooh, Life Giver. I'm pretty sure that I had that by the end of the game. That would be really good, but I can't afford it. So, I've been to the Dalish Elves, and they didn't have anything useful. I've been round Orzammar. I've been to the guy down the end, and I've been to Garin. This is a shop, isn't it? Yeah, and he has warmth bombs. Excellent, we'll have some of them. I still haven't found a recipe for them, like. I really, 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 really wish I could afford Life Giver. That would be so useful, just for the +10 constitution more than anything. Also, something else that I've, sort of... Oh, there's a person I forgot to loot there. Yay! Yeah, something else that I've sort of realised is that I also don't have Cone of Cold, because I was focusing more on entropy. So, I know by the end of the game I had Cone of Cold, but right at the minute I don't, and that could be a problem, and I think I've bought all of the, like, spell books that can give you an extra spell point, you know, in the game at this point. So, yeah, because Cone of Cold would probably be, like, the most useful thing to be able to freeze her. I don't think Winter's Grasp is going to do much against her, really. Trouble is, I think, like, the next save that I've got... So this is the save that I'm on at the minute before Ostagar. I wonder if I left it even later. So we've got Soldier's Peak, so I obviously did Soldier's Peak after I did Ostagar. Arleman's Estate, after the Lands Meet, and then this is all, like, final battle stuff. I wonder, let's... I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll drop a quick save. Quick save! And we will load up, what was it, Arleman's Estate? Let's try that one. And see if I've actually done Flemeth's quest. Because I have it in my head that I did Orzammar and then did Flemeth. But it might just be because that's what I normally do. I don't know if I actually left it even later than that. As you can tell, massively prepared for this. See, this is why I've got 200 subscribers. I'm just so professional. What am I doing? Journal, that's what I need. Aye, right, so that I've only got that left. Okay, so... What about Soldier's Peak then? I mean, that's the beginning of Soldier's Peak. I'll tell you what, we'll load up the Soldier's Peak one. I mean, it might be after I've finished Soldier's Peak, actually. Is this after I've finished Soldier's Peak? I mean, can I get into Soldier's Peak? Yes, I can, so... This is definitely before I've finished, but what level am I at? I'm at level 20, and I still don't have flipping Cone of Cold. Bloody hell, what were you playing at, Magpie? Okay, I'll tell you what, we'll reload. And we'll stick with plan- Oh, fuck, don't tell me I've lost me flipping quick save. Quick save, also our comments, that's what I wanted. There we go, flipping heck. Oh, you made me heart go for a minute there, game. Okay, do you know what? I've decided we're going to live without Winter's Grasp. It'll be fine, it'll just make it more interesting. I haven't been in here yet. This is this Dagnar's father? I always have it in my head that this is Dagnar's father, but then I'm not, like, 100% certain if he actually is. Anyway, regardless, he has absolutely nothing of interest to me whatsoever. Okay, so I think I've been to everybody who might be useful. The only other person I can think of is Rook down in the deep roads, but I can't be asked going all the way down there. Well, now I'm talking about it, there are actually is there a merchant outside Oldsmar? I don't know. Let's go and have a look. Oh no, we've just got the annoying guy who is a merchant, but you can't actually buy anything off him. You can just like ask him about Oldsmar. Okay, I knew there was a merchant. I mean, there is Farron. Can I buy things off Farron? Oh yes, I can. Brilliant. And he also has absolutely nothing of interest. Okay, so back at camp, I am going to get myself kitted out with Staff of Magister Lord. And that was actually all I managed to get, wasn't it? I did get some warmth bombs, so we've got a lesser warmth bomb. We'll get rid of that. We've got a lesser warmth bomb, and we've got 6 lesser warmth bombs and 3 greater warmth bombs. Did not find a recipe for them anywhere. I've just noticed though I've got a lot of stuff I could actually sell. I wonder how much money it will make me, because I mean I don't need any of this stuff, do I? Because I would normally keep this stuff, but since I'm not, you know, this isn't like I'm not now going to go on and play the game, I could just sell it all. And anything that I can't use, like acid flasks and whatnot, we'll sell them. Shock bomb. Don't need the injury kits, because I'll just be on my own. All of the poison and stuff, I cannot use that. Okay, that's got us up to 59 gold. That isn't actually enough to buy us any of the stuff that we wanted, is it? Because there was Life Giver that I wanted, but that was 80 something. And then there was something else that I can't even remember, which I think was... Oh, it was an amulet, wasn't it? That gave lots of resistances, but I can't remember how much that was or where it was from. But I think it was more than that. So, yeah, okay. Okay, looks like we are making do with what we have got. Brilliant. Right, okay, so... we head to the world map. I've just thought... there is a chance, isn't there, that between here and Flemeth's hut I'm going to, like, get attacked by other stuff? But you know, that'll be good practice. That'll be good practice. Okay, Flemeth's hut. On my own. We can do this. I believe in us. Ooh, wonder of wonders. Nobody attacked me. Marvellous. Okay. So, there's Flemeth. Here's me. She looks so innocent, doesn't she? She looks just so innocent and not difficult to defeat at all. Just have a little waltz up to her. Hello, darling.
And so you return. Lovely Morrigan has at last found someone willing to dance to her tune. Such enchanting music she plays, wouldn't you say?
Okay. So it's worth noting that in Constance's actual playthrough, I did come here alone, and I did not fight her. I just went back and told Morrigan that I'd killed her, because that's the kind of person Constance is, to be honest. But no, we're in our fighting mode this time, so we're going to say, stay silent and die, creature.
Aw, how disappointing. You think you're the first to come, full of righteousness and bluster. If only that were so. From you, I expected more. It is a dance poor Flemeth knows well. Let us see if she remembers the steps. Come, she will earn what she takes. I'd have it no other way.
I think before we actually start, I should say that the dragon at Haven, where the Urn of Sacred Ashes are, there's a dragon that you can summon. You don't have to fight it, but you can fight it. You can summon it with Coldgrim's horn and fight it. And right near the end of the game, like literally just before going to the final battle, I took like my best team to go and defeat the dragon, and I thought it would be easy because it's like Constance is one of the strongest characters I've ever created, and I had one of like the best teams that I've ever had in Dragon Age, and I thought, oh, this will be fine. I couldn't do it. It was me, Alistair, Wynne, and Liliana, because they're like my dream team. And yeah, we couldn't do it. And in Constance's playthrough, the dragon didn't get killed, as far as I can recall. So yeah, I'm not feeling terribly confident. Although I think Flemeth dragon is smaller than like actual dragon, maybe. Okay, so first things first, we take ourselves a lesser warmth bomb, and then I want to get all my hexes going on. So Death Hex, she's probably going to resist all of these. Death Hex, and then we want Misdirection Hex. And then we want Vulnerability Hex. Oh my god, look at my health. I have a lot of constitution for a mage as well. Right, okay. Try and paralyze. See if that works on her. And then do a bit of a Winter's Grasp. She's resisting everything. She's resisting everything. I'm going to take a lesser health potion. Luckily, I've got quite a lot of them. Okay, so Stone Fist. Is that going to do anything? That, I mean, we've got like a tiny bit of our health down. Okay, take another health potion. Has that worn off yet? No. Still got it for a little bit. Remaining time 159 seconds. Okay, so it lasts for like a decent amount of time. Curse of Mortality. Let's try that. Is that actually affected? That's actually affected. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, one of my spells actually worked against her. What else have I got? I've got Waking Nightmare. Let's see if that can do something. Ooh, that's done something. See, I'm winning here. Actually, I haven't cast it yet. Why did I think that had done something to her? I don't know. I'm flipping not even here. Right, cast that, love. Is that going to do anything? I mean, it didn't say that she'd resisted it, so we'll take that as a win. And then drain a bit of life, get a bit of my health back. Do you know something? This could be going worse. Like, it's going better than what I expected. However, we're still in the early stages of the battle, and I can't remember anything about this battle. Like, I can't remember if she starts to bring the big guns out once you get a certain amount of her health down or something like that. Because battles like this are usually along those lines, aren't they? Right, we need to watch our magic. Luckily, I have a lot of magic. But, need to watch it a little bit. Take another lesser health potion. Did you just knock me over? What an arsehole. Take another lesser health potion. Right. Thing is, I can never tell. Like, how do you tell when the hexes have worn off? That's a thing. Like, do they... Is it the same amount of time that they take to recharge? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you know, I'm meant to be like a Dragon Age YouTuber who knows these things, but I'm not. I'm just pretending to be. Just pretending to be. Okay, take another Lyrium potion. I'm going to let you take a proper health potion. And then... Oh, flippin' heck, flippin' heck, flippin' heck. Try and paralyze her again. Just see if it does anything. Oh, it worked, it worked, it worked. Okay, that'll give us like 0.3 seconds of respite or something like that. I should have checked what she's weak to, shouldn't I? When I was checking what attacks she does. Is she weak to anything, do you reckon? I mean, I'm assuming she's going to be weak to cold because she's a dragon. You would assume that dragons are probably weak to cold, wouldn't you? I don't know. I don't know. Let's just launch some electricity out there. Why not? Okay, do you know what? This isn't going too badly. Take another health potion. I'm good at staying on my feet, aren't I? I'm not getting knocked over too much. I'm going to put another Death Hex on her. I don't think she resisted that either. No, she didn't. She did not resist that. Good. Death Hex is good because Death Hex does... every normal hit becomes a critical hit. There we go. I actually couldn't remember what it did. I just remembered that it was really flipping good. Okay, so... I'm going to launch that at me. And see, I'm still on my feet and it didn't actually do that much damage. And me warmth bomb is still keeping me nice and cool. So that's nice. Do another Winter's Grasp. Like, look how well we are doing. Like, we've got a decent chunk of our health down. We've managed to flip in Winter's Grasp. But this is going so much better than what I thought. I don't know what difficulty I'm on. I think I'm on normal. I'm definitely not on Nightmare. I should have tried it on Nightmare, shouldn't I, to make it more of a thing. But I didn't have any plan at all coming into this, as you well know. Okay, slap another Vulnerability Hex on her. Why not? Launch a bit of lightning at her. And then, once you get back up on your feet, and then take a Lyrium Potion. Take a Health Potion. Trouble is, those Lyrium Potions do not get much of my magic back because I've got so flipping much of it. But... you know, what can you do? Right, I mean, part of me wants to kind of get up there and do shock against her, but I feel like that would be a bad idea. Probably rip me flipping head off if I did that. So, take another lesser health potion. This is flipping easy, man. I don't know why I was worried about this. We're just flipping owning this, aren't we? Owning it, man. Oh, I paralysed our mid-fire breath. That was quite exciting. Oh dear, need a health potion quite urgently. Okay. Bit of Winter's Grasp. Drain life. I keep forgetting I've got drain life. That's useful. And then take another living potion. And let's try Waking Nightmare again, because that actually worked the last time, didn't it? It's a good one, Waking Nightmare. I like Waking Nightmare. I like a lot of the entropy magic stuff. I'm not going to do horror because she tends to like to run in close to get people in horror. And I don't want... I think I'm quite happy down here. I don't want to be like running up there to get her. Weakness. Let's put a bit of weakness against her. Why not? She didn't even resist that. She's not resisting half as much as what I thought she probably would. Oh, she resisted disorient. Okay, fair enough. And then if you launch some more electric at her. Do you know what? This isn't even a particularly entertaining fight. I thought this was going to be tense as anything. It's kind of not, to be honest. That flipping lesser warmth bomb is doing absolute wonders. I mean, I've only used one so far. I mean, it was a lesser one. It wasn't even a greater one, and it's still not worn off. I mean, they're really flipping good. I should have been using these things from the flipping beginning, man. Never ever think to use stuff like that. I think we're more than halfway through our health bar. No, we're not. We're just nearly halfway through our health bar. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Slap another death hex on her. Slap another vulnerability hex on her. Do a bit of a shock against her. Take myself a bit of a health potion. Why not? Bit of stone fist. Oh, hang on a minute. She's bringing out extra things. Okay, so she can roar and stun me now. But she only stunned me for like not even a second, I don't think. That lesser warmth bomb still doing good work. Right, I'm going to slap a vulnerability hex on her. Now she's just stood there staring at me because she's like, I did a roar and you're not stunned. What's going on? I'm going to take a potent lyrium potion. Even that doesn't get me full flipping thing back. Then I'm going to take another lesser health potion and then I think, is it time for another warmth bomb? Just about. I tell you what, I'm going to take a greater one this time. Yeah. That's what the flipping lesser ones can do. Let's see what the greater ones can do. Okay. So, just keep firing things that I really don't know what else I can say, to be honest. Okay, she's resisting like all of my spells now, which is annoying. But that's fine, because I don't actually need any of my spells to work. Because do you know what? She's kind of rubbish and I'm kind of amazing. And look how quickly she's going down. Look how quickly she's going. Okay, so you've stunned me. Well done. And now, look, I'm unstunned. So I wonder what it is that's affecting that. Like, what is it that affects how easily you get stunned? Is that mental resistance? Measures the character's ability to resist mental effects like a sleep spell. I mean, is the roar a mental effect? Because then you've got physical resistance, which measures the character's ability to resist physical effects while being knocked down. So my mental resistance is really high, which is, I'm assuming, is why... You know, because I'm a mage, it would be anyway. Which I'm assuming is why I'm so good at coming out of that. So basically nothing that she can do against me is really having that much effect, because I've got my warmth bombs, which are keeping me nice and cool in the face of fire and stuff. And then I've got very high mental resistance, so you know she can't keep me stunned for very long. So you know, bless her. There's nothing she can really do. I've got a limitless supply of flipping health potions, more or less. I've got incredible amounts of constitution from all the equipment I'm wearing. Okay, woo. I'm getting a bit complacent here and forgetting to watch me health. You managed to knock me over with your wings, well done. But I mean, do you know what's funny though? I mean, she's a fucking dragon, right? She could just walk over here and rip me head off, but no. No, she wants to make it look kind of cool, doesn't she? She wants to take me out with fire and she wants to, stun me with her terrifying voice and all that kind of stuff. Well, you know what, love, it ain't working, not against me. If I can paralyse her. No, she resisted that. Like I said, those warmth bombs were a good shout. Like I said, I've never thought to use things like that before. Turns out they're actually really flipping good. Maybe I should have been using them all this time. Do you know what? Part of the Dragon Age project, which is where I'm trying to get all of the achievements across 8 playthroughs and sort of just experience everything. Part of the reason for doing it is I want to, you know, find new ways of playing the game. Like the next playthrough I'm going to do with Dorabella, which I've kind of started but not got very far into, I'm going to play with traps and things like that because I've never really played with traps before. So with each one I'm going to try, and with Constance with entropy magic, I've never really properly played with entropy magic. I've dabbled in it, but not like, you know, specialised in it before. So, you know, with each playthrough, I'm going to try and do something different and find new things and use different, you know, tactics and different techniques and things like that. Find new ways of playing the game. Turns out, using things like warmth bombs Very, very useful. Never bothered to, you know, do that before. We are so close to finishing her here. Like, there's nothing she can do, bless her. And I think, hopefully, this might be it. Come on, come on. There we go. That's it. We've done it. We've done the challenge. We've defeated Flemeth solo. It's a bit anticlimactic, really, wasn't it? Okay, so if we loot her, we've got Flemeth's key on her. We can't even loot anything useful off her, like flipping dragon scales. That would be amazing. So cool if we could loot like dragon scales off her. And go to, what's his name, Wade, and be like, hey, I've got magical shape-shifting dragon stuff. Nip in here, and studded leather helm. I love that studded leather helm. That's just such a random thing to find in Flemeth's hut, isn't it? I love the fact that that's in there. Put Flemeth's Grimguard, we can go take that back to Morrigan, I suppose. Not that we actually need to, because that is not part of the challenge. The challenge was to defeat Flemeth solo. And I thought it was going to be impossible. And you know what? I thought this about the Redcliffe one. And I thought, oh, this is going to be really tricky. And then if you watch that video, which you should do, because it's actually my favourite video that I've ever made in the entire history of the channel. It turned out to be actually quite easy, but it was more difficult than this. Like, I thought this was going to be flipping impossible. I mean, I remember the Flemeth fight as just being like the worst fight imaginable. And just, apparently Constance, it just gives her no bother whatsoever. So, I don't know if the dragon up at Haven is just more difficult to defeat, or whether it was the warmth bombs. Like, maybe that's all I needed, really. I mean, I should say, I believe that I am only on normal difficulty. Yeah, so I'm only on normal difficulty. It's not like I was on Nightmare or anything like that. Probably would not be able to manage it on Nightmare. We could try it on Nightmare. Do I have a convenient save? Yeah, I've got a convenient save. Should we try it on Nightmare? Because I feel like this has been far too easy for, like, you know, a 200 subscriber special challenge video. So, difficulty, rock that up to Nightmare. Nightmare, okay, right, make sure that has actually gone on, yes, good, right, let's give it another go. Okay, so, let's jump in with a greater warmth bomb this time, and let's see how many of my things work against us. So, Death Hex, Normal Hex. Yeah, she hasn't resisted either of those. Get me Witness Grasp going on. She resisted that. That's unfortunate. Okay, I'll be honest. At the moment, not really noticing a massive difference. In fact, if anything, I think she might be going down a bit quicker. Possibly just because I've now, you know, perfected my technique. You know, me technique of just throwing all of me spells at it. Waking Nightmare still worked against it. That's good. Take me Potent Lyrium Potion. Take me Health Potion. I just want to double check. It is on, yeah, it's on Nightmare. Okay. Yeah, so either Constance is a fucking incredible character, or Flemeth really ain't half as tough as what she makes out to be. Maybe it's the warmth bombs. Maybe the warmth bombs really are just like absolute incredible amazingness. Yeah, because this is not posing off as much as a challenge of what I thought it was. I was envisaging this video being just like flipping hour-long frustration of me constantly having to reload and swearing and shouting at the computer. I mean, I thought it was going to be so much fun. But I thought it was going to be like very entertaining to watch, because I would just get more and more like, you know, frustrated as I kept failing in this impossible challenge. As it turns out, no, quite manageable. Okay, she is better at getting me health down. Like, she gets me health down a bit quicker, but I mean, it's still nothing that I can't keep on top of. Has my warmth bomb worn off? Oh, my warmth bomb's worn off. I didn't even notice. That's probably why my health's going down a bit quicker. But it wasn't going down that much quicker, I'll be honest. I think my constitution boosting equipment might be playing a part here. I would highly recommend getting lots of constitution boosting equipment. I always say constitution is a lie. You should never put points into constitution because you're just wasting your attribute points. Which I stand by. But there is a lot of constitution boosting equipment in the game, which I do highly recommend kitting yourself out in, because having a high constitution is really good. It's just that it's not worth putting your attribute points into, what I always say. Especially for mages. There seems to be a lot of constitution boosting stuff for mages. Okay. Have another little lesser health potion. And down she goes. Again. So, That's twice I've completed the challenge. Yeah. So yes, that was how to defeat Flemeth solo without any companions. As it turns out, not too difficult. Probably harder with a warrior or a rogue, especially a rogue. I would think it would be quite difficult with a rogue. With a warrior, it depends. I mean, if you're playing a sort of tanky warrior, you might be able to just stand there and take whatever the dragon throws at you. Which I think was a big help with here, because I'm actually playing quite a tanky mage, because I've got so much constitution boosting stuff, and then the high mental resistance. I think I've got fire resistance stuff. Have I got fire resistance on? I've got 20% fire resistance. And then, obviously, more with the warmth bomb. Unless that's from the warmth bomb. No, the warmth bomb's a one-off. Okay. Out of interest, how much was that increasing my fire resistance? Oh, fire resistance gone up to 75% with the greater one. Okay. That probably played quite a big part. So yes, I think stopping her from being able to damage you is the best way, and then you can just like wear her down. So get your fire resistance right up. Have a high mental resistance so she can't stun you. High physical resistance is good too, because she can knock you down when she does her wing flap thing, but she didn't seem to do it that often. And I think if you're playing as a ranged character, so long as you can keep your distance from her. Because if you get up close to her, she can start doing things like biting and scratching you and stuff like that, which might do more damage, I don't know. So maybe if you're playing like an archer, I wonder if I could do it with an archer. Because I think archers are actually quite good in Origins. A lot of people say that they're not, but I think they are quite good. That might be worth thinking about. Anyway, that was my 200 subscriber special. I'm very pleased that 200 plus people have decided to subscribe to the channel. I am, as ever, completely baffled and do not understand what it is that makes people come back. I never, ever thought or expected or wanted as many as 200. I'm not one of those. I mean, you hear some YouTubers and they're like, oh, we're going to try to get to 100,000 subscribers, and if we do, I'll cartwheel naked down the high street or something like that. And I'm just like, 200? Really? 200? Like 200 actual human beings? Really? See, to me 200 is quite a lot. I think 200 is quite a lot of people. I know that one of the videos, I can't even remember which one it is, I think it might be the beginner's guide that I did, I think has 10,000 unique viewers. That makes me feel a bit ill. I don't enjoy that. I don't enjoy that one of my videos has 10,000 unique viewers. That unsettles me, but it should the unthinkable happen and we managed to get to 300. I will try to endeavour to come up with like an actual challenging challenge to do for a 300 subscriber special, because so far my 2 challenge videos that I've done have turned out to be not that challenging. So I will put my thinky brain in gear and see if I can actually come up with like a proper challenging challenge, and we'll see if we can get to 300. But for now, I shall leave you with this beautiful view of the Kokari Wilds, and I shall see you again at some point, most likely.